Okay, today is going to be a much shorter class than normal. I will make up for it by recording, I'll do some drills. I'll record some drills for writing. I think that's the one we can probably, if we have to dispense with one, I'd rather do that one. I'd do everything else in person. And while we're at it, okay, so if anyone's planning to take, so there's a second block that's going to start like the last week of October. And especially if we have a lot of folks from this class, we're just going to keep going with wherever we stop. It's going to get a little funky because I start a weird, it's called a Panama shift, where like your 2 weeks days, 2 weeks nights, we have got 12-hour shifts. It's kind of weird, but we're going to work around it with there are going to be a few classes that are going to be asynchronous, where I'm going to have recordings. And I'm going to have your input with that, because I don't want to, I hate just making recordings be like, behold, I have a thing for you. I'd rather respond to what you actually, where we're at, what you're interested in, because not every class is equal that way. I mean, everyone has something a little different that's helpful or interesting, yada, yada. So that's just a heads up. Today's going to be a little short though. Long story. But that's not going to be normal for me. Normally I like, you're going to be here, let's be here. Okay. Joanna. And if you have any questions or concern, please feel free to contact me. It's easier out of class just because I have more time to talk about it. Zorbash. Okay. Min Khelki Suriyam. To Khelki Suriyaya. Or Suriyai Bimbura. Not make mistakes like that when we recorded. Ow. Khelki Suriya. Suriya. Yeah. Okay. Min. Oh. No. It's like Bob. Okay.
I have a question.
Fermo.
What is Austria in Kurdish? Is it also like Arabic Nemsa?
Austria.
Yeah.
دوباره تکرار بکن.
So like Austria in Arabic is Nemsa. Do they use also the word Nemsa for Austria, or do they say Austria?
Austria. Austria, Bakurdi. I hadn't thought of that, but yeah, there's some that don't transfer, and there are going to be some that are going to be more like the Persian name for it.
I'm just curious, who else says Nemsa other than Arabic? I mean, why did we get the word Nemsa?
براستي نزانم نزانم يعني بيرد كما وكاوة ثانية عربية نزانم. Okay. Normally I don't like to spend our time writing in class, but I forgot to do this earlier. زور باشا. Okay. من خلقي سوريان. تو خلقي سورياي. أو خلقي سورياي. زور باشا. Okay. وبوية. خير. Okay. چندین شتێک دووسم و ستefانی دەنگت نییە ڕاستە یعنی دەنگت نییە ڕاستە ستefانی. Okay. عێراق Iraq, Russia, Austria. Yeah, they use Austria. نمیدونم با چی. نمیدونم فارسیه. نزانم با چی. Okay, Turkey, Pakistan.
What is Nasteria? Ostoria? This is the Nimsa? Nasteria?
Mhm.
Austria.
Oh, okay. Nasteria. It's like
No,
also like
it's not
the English one.
the Hamza, I think.
Mm. Austria. Yeah, okay. Austria.
Austria,
Mm.
Turkey.
Mm.
Zor başı. Okay. Esto, Lisa. To helki kwei.
Oh, toe or
To.
okay. Min helki Australia.
Joanna. Okay. U esto.
Min helki Iraq from the Preist.
Vale. Helki twe. Duvara.
So min helki Iraqam or
Vale. Zor başı.
yeah, yeah.
Zor başı. Okay. To helki Iraqi. To helki Iraqi. Courtney.
Pasha?
Lisa helki kweya.
Helki Rakia
Vale. Au helki Iraqa.
Araka.
Oh, that. عليك. فارسية. Okay. كردي. أو helki Iraq. helki Iraqa. چونکه دوباره بوچی او خلکی سوریایه یا استرالیایه یا روسیایه او دوباره اوکی زور باشه حالا
Yes.
بله تو خلکی کوی
من خلقي مسرم.
زور باشه تو خلکی مصری داکی یک مصر
Mhm.
خير it doesn't do well when you have so many different okay بالي مصر
Yeah.
مصر زور باش okay تو خلقي مصري و سنة
Yes.
um
Daddy.
حلا خلقي كوية
Hala halki Misriyat.
زور باش بالي او راسته او خلقي مصر
Misra.
بالي I'm going to take a second to talk about one quick thing. Okay, so because what you said is actually well, it is totally correct. It's not what I was fishing for, but only because I'm fishing for a very specific thing. So, you could say I am American. I shouldn't put it in I American am. I folk of America am. We have this difference between American and I'm from America, right? همون شتك بكردي and it's going to sound a lot like it's going to be tricky. Part of what I'm doing is just this version of it. So the way to say this, من أمريكيم, من روسيم, من مصريم, أو مصرية. So what Senna said was 100% correct, not what I was fishing for, and not her fault because of that. I was just pointing that out. Well, we will go over this, but I'm picking just this version. أو خلقي مصر. Oh.
And Misr with the sin, not a salt.
Chip. Bali. Saldnia. Oh man, I haven't gone over that yet. Yeah. Saldnia.
Ah, there's no salt?
Kurdi Sorani hiç sodaki niye?
Ah,
Sod. Okay. We're gonna go over that in a minute then. Al Khelki Misr. Ubochi. Oh, Nachir. Oh my goodness. Not what I wanted. Oh, Fermo.
So helki is the verb in Kurdi, is that right? Yep.
Khelk. Yeah, Khelk yani like folk. Folk.
Okay. So it's a noun or the verb in Kurdish?
It is a noun.
Oh, okay.
This is the verb. That's a good question. Where's the verb in the Kurdish?
I'm confused.
Okay, that's okay. That's a fine point to be confused about.
Thank you.
Especially Chip,
The ah? Is it the ah?
in this one, yeah, it's the
oh, it's the
Oh,
That's
okay.
the verb.
Really?
It's to
Okay.
be.
Yeah. Okay.
Is this like an A equals B kind of sentence?
Yes, it's an equational
Okay.
sentence.
Great. Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, no. You're good. We're saying the same thing. Yeah. So and it's okay to be confused about this because in English, I don't think we necessarily think of am, is, are as a verb, and in Arabic, you don't really do equational sentences unless you're doing like in the future tense. But in
When
here,
you think
yeah,
about it as verb to be.
yes, to be. If you think about it to be,
Yeah.
yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Is. But yeah, this is the verb. So the verb is going at the end.
Okay.
And if it helps, let me show you let me show you an actual verb. Because these are good questions. Min la Surya jiandakam. That is an actual verb, and it actually, in this case, it keeps the same conjugated ending. Min Helki. No, not Helki. Oh my gosh, I'm stuck in Min la Surya. Okay. So the verb is right here. Jian deka, like that's going to be for living. I in Syria live. So it's this meme right here for me. Yani min khalki Amerikan. In la America jian dekam.
Okay.
Jian dekam.
What is Jiamdak?
Jian dekam. Jian dekam min la shari sterling jian dekam. Yani tola Virginia jian dekate. Rasta hala. Tola America jian dekate.
Virginia. Diam. Okay. Diamdaka, Virginia. Diamdaka, Virginia, or I say Virginia first. Diamdaka, Virginia.
Min la Virginia jian dekam. So subject,
Never. Okay.
objects or other info, verb. If you have complex sentences, you can go subject, verb, object, secondary verb. Yeah, that's how it goes though. Subject, object, verb, SOV. So it's always going to be, if you say, جي عندكم لا مصر, yeah, or La America, Virginia, they'll understand it, but that's not naturally the way that their syntax goes, their sentence structure. It's not a natural way of doing that for a Kurd. You would say, min la Virginia, جي عندكم.
I'm sorry, I'm a little bit lost with Ziandicum. Can you
Hmm?
please explain the meaning of just that portion of the sentence?
جي عندكم, I live.
Oh, okay.
Vale. Uto ala Surya Jian the Kate. This, I wasn't planning on covering this today, but it was a good question about what is this? What's the verb here? So let me show you proper verb and then we can, okay. Nicole,
Vale.
la Virginia Jian de Cam. To le que Jian de Kate.
Min la Wisconsin, Jian Dakam.
Zorbasha to la Wisconsin Jian de Kate. Now la Wisconsin Jian de Kate. Now la Wisconsin Jian de Kate. That is terribly inconvenient having it down there. So Zorbasha. Okay. Questions?
I have a, you said to live. Is to live like in Arabic second or ash?
Is it like what?
Second to like reside or ash as in live alive?
Oh,
I think
يعني أنا ساكن في يعني أنا ساكن في مصر.
Oh, okay, second.
ساكن. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I'm
Do they have another
residing.
verb?
Chip?
Oh, okay. Do they have another verb like Arabic? They have two verbs.
Yeah, they've
for-
got for which one are you saying in specific? Like
Live.
to be alive.
Yeah,
This like it's actually mostly going to be context.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be contextual because you can use the same exact verb as like I live in a place, but you also have
Oh,
different ways of specifying like I am a resident of a place. We can go over that in the future.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, in Wisconsin lives.
I think also, Ben, I think it's not that specific like Arabic, even when you say he and she, the same ow when we talk about ow khalqi.
Mhm.
So you have he and she, and it's the same thing.
Vale.
While in Arabic, we have, a very specific, pronoun
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I think even with the second, يعيش, in Arabic, we do that, we understand that, but I think maybe they don't have this much distinguish between the two action verbs.
Yeah.
Where do you live? Where do you live? Resident. Yeah.
There's ways of distinguishing that in Kurdish, but by and large, you can use like, oh, I'm alive, or I live here. All context. Jiandakam. And Jamba Frankenstein. Jiandakat.
Okay.
That'd be funny. Anyway,
Okay, yeah, makes sense.
yeah, it's alive. Sorry. I'm a horror movie buff. This will come out in some of the lectures. Please.
Just a question. Do you think the usage of these phrases has something to do with being a diaspora as well? So, your folk is perhaps more important than your physical location, maybe?
That's a really good question. Because there are part of the way I'm picking this is because when you're talking to Kurds, they like this was a frequent question in terms of like it would come up where I live in general, but a lot of times they want to know where I was from. and خلق is where it's going to come up. So. So there might be some distinctions down the line, but that would be more complex than what we're dealing with here. And that's a really good question that I don't have an answer to. Yeah,
Thank you.
it's gonna be a little more
Spicy.
contextually based. Yeah, Shannon. And I will always try to tell you if I just don't know. I'm not trying to write you off, but I also don't want to pretend I know something I don't. Joanna. Okay. Zor başı. Courtney.
Başa?
Min la Virginia jian de kam. To la que jian de Kate.
Min la California. No. Min la South Carolina Ziandikam.
Zor başı. Joanna. Lisa. Courtney la que jian de Kate.
Oh, was it South Carolina? Gian Dakars.
Yek zor başı. Zor başı. How? La South Carolina. North Carolina or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Okay. Zor başı.
Okay.
La shari yani min yani bram hey bram ukhweshkim heya bra yani baradar brother yani bram ukhweshkim heya la South Carolina yani awan la South Carolina jiandakan zor khosha Joanna sana
Sorry?
to la que jiandicate
من لا False Church Jiandekam.
Yek zor başı. Zor başı. To la false church jiandicate. Hala.
عليه
Sana la que jiandicate.
أو لا false church John Decay.
Vaya. Au la false church jiandicate. Zor
Yeah.
başı.
Yeah.
To la que jiandicate. Yani min la sterling jiandicate. To la que jiandicate.
You're still asking me, Ben, correct?
Vale. Hala. Hala khan.
Okay. So can you repeat the question?
Vale. Yani min la sterling jiandicam. To la que jiandicate.
من لا فيينا من لا فيينا جان ديكي من لا فيينا جان ديكي. I hope I pronounce it correctly. من لا فيينا جان ديكي.
Joanna, min la sterling jiandicam, to la Vienna jiandicate. Joanna, Nicole,
Vale.
hala la que jiandicate.
Hala le Vienna Gian Decot.
Yek jar bash, our rasta. To la que jiandicate.
Min la Shadi Eden Gian Dakam.
Yek jar basha. Courtney,
Başa?
Nicole la que jiandicate.
La. I didn't hear what she said. I'm sorry.
No problem. Eden,
Eden.
the
Okay.
city.
Okay. Allah Eden Ziandikat.
Zor basha. Okay. Yani min Let's see. Can you all, I'm going to make sure to share this so you can actually pull up the notes yourself. And let's do our breakout groups. Let's practice asking each other where you live. Like, I live here. Where do you live? Oh, where does she live? So it's actually easy because you're all she's, but also in Kurdish, it's all ow. So even if it wasn't, it'd still be freaking easy. Zor başa. Okay. Joanna. Oh, Stephanie, to lakwe jian de Kate. Banusi. Zor başa. Okay, to la Greensboro jian de Kate. Zor başa. Lisa. Stephanie lakwe jian de Kat.
Oh, la Greensboro, Gian Dakar.
Yek zor başa. Okay. Yani min Google yani linki Google Notes danusam está Emma la du breakout group kabunu wan habit pashan yani law group da la equation da Kate. Basha? Yekçer Basha. Okay. Du breakout group. Shiwazi automatic. Bashta. Dur Basha.
Hey, Lisa.
Hi, Slow.
Love.
Slow.
Okay. So,
Lisa, tuhalki kwe,
Min Helki Australia. Tohelki Kwe?
minhalki Amerika. Hala, Lisa, Yandakat.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Lisa,
Uh,
Lisa lakwe Yandakat.
Lisa, I forgot what she said. Lisa,
Australia.
okay. أو خلقي أستراليا. Or ليس خلقي أستراليا. Can I say both then? ليس خلقي or I can say أو خلقي أستراليا.
يعني أو خلكي أستراليا كم اكساس دزان يعني أستراليا أو خلكي أستراليا
Okay.
چونك من خلكي أستراليام وليسا تو خلكي أسترالياي وأو فرهاد أو خلكي أستراليا
أستراليا
جوانا.
So can I ask them then, why we wouldn't say Allah Australia Yandakat?
So the difference here is that your first question was to خلكي كوي. وخلكي كوي يعني واكو من يعني لا أصل ده من خلكي ماليلاندم. I was born in Maryland and
Okay.
somewhere else, so those are two different questions.
Yeah, got it.
Vale. So yeah, you can and that actually no, it was Lisa that asked about the diaspora question. This is one where that would really matter because من خلكي كردستان بعلم لألمانيا جيان دكم يعني لكندا يعني نرويج ماكو.
Okay.
But
So then how would we, I think you went over this in one of the first couple of classes, but again, I know Tuhalki Kwe, where are you from? Are you the folk of where? But how do we say again? So then how do we say I am from this place, but I live in this place.
يعني من
Oh, can I try then?
فرموا
من خالقي من خالقي مسريام or correct مسريام or مسرم من خالقي مسريام من لا فيينا جيان دكيت. I don't know if this is correct or not.
تولا فيينا جيان دكيت ومن لا ستيرلينغ جيان دكم.
جيان دكم.
يا جوانا زور باشا. الراسته توخ.
So I'm not hearing. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm so sorry. I was gonna say, but I'm not hearing the but. I'm from here, but I live.
بالم.
Hello.
بالم. but
Okay.
but يعني من يعني فرموا.
So then it would be min halki California balam min la South Carolina ziam dikan.
يكشر باشا الراسته.
Okay. Okay.
جوانا.
Okay, and for me, it's in Australia, min helki Melbourne, min la Adelaide, ziandakam.
يكشر باشا الراسته. اوكي من بو جروبي تر يعني دچم باشا.
Having a bit of a issue hearing. That's all. It's like it keeps breaking up. That's why I'm not.
Oh, okay. I took this off. I'm not sure where you can hear it. I thought this was.
You may want to kill your
Mm,
video to give
yeah.
yourself a little more bandwidth.
I'm not sure what you mean by kill my video. Oh, you want me to take it off? Okay. Does that help? I'm not sure because I
Basta.
have the headset.
Oh, yeah, it
Huh?
sounds a lot better.
Interesting. Okay.
It might be your internet
So-
connection. You just need a little more bandwidth for the audio.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have Wi-Fi in here. My house does not have it.
Take it.
So we had a question. So when we asked the question, because I didn't find the question, it's like because when you ask for example, Syria, okay, okay, but the question what okay.
Tola kwe
Do
shiandike.
we still use Quay? So Quay is, we still use Quay as the question.
Kwe. Bad.
Word.
Let's bring this question to the big group, if you don't mind.
Oh.
This is a good question. I think other people have the same one.
Okay, cool.
Luana. Okay, dakik. Oh, Hammerman had okay. Be Sana Erania. We had a question
Prisek
from
Minhea?
Chip.
The Kwe Chia, are these like the W like H question words like who, what, when?
Mhm.
Okay.
Vale.
Smash.
Que, yani que bagishti, where? Like interrogative where? Başladı. Que. La que. La que, like in what it means where is what it means. Okay. Zurbaşı. Okay. Sana era ne? She must have accidentally hung up. Well, we are recording. Basha. Okay. To helki kwei. To helki kwei. Where's the verb in this one?
The yeah by the end. The yeah by
Yeah.
the end.
Rasta. So the base word is kaf wow e. Que. So when you ask, to la que jian de kate. It's not quei because it's not you where, you know, to la quei. If you say, so la quei, like la can mean from or in. And I was in, so the best story for this is, so in Nashville, Tennessee, there's a place called Elysium Fields. It's Little Kurdistan. It has some 13,000 Kurds, probably more of them now. There's a long history for why that is. But I was there for, I went there a couple times in my master's, my PhD. And I remember trying to ask the clerk at a place, where are you from? And I kept saying, Tolakwe, because in English, where are you from, right? So I was like, Tolakwe. I was asking him, where are you? I'm standing right next to this person in front of their face saying, where are you? He's like, this America, man. No, he was really nice about it. But that's what I was asking. So when I say, just so you can see it, to la quei, that's if you're on the cell phone and you are looking around and you cannot find them. Where are you? To, doesn't I do the same thing? To la quei. Yeah, that's what you're doing. You're just saying like, you where are? Like, where are you, man? To la quei. To helki quei. Oh, min helki Turkiyam. من خلقي كردستان من خلقي Iraqim. That's what I was trying to ask the clerk, was like, where are you from? Because yeah, they're pretty much all Kurds there, but where are you from? To خلقي Doki, to خلقي Baghdadi, to خلقي Slemani, to خلقي يعني شوينيتر. Bash. Does that answer your Sana, does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the
Sorry, I got lost between the breakout room and this room, so I had to use a different device.
Tolakwe, and again, that's that question word, the interrogative where. Okay. Zorbasha. Okay, we will come back to, oh my goodness, that was not at all what I wanted to do. I'm sorry, and I'm going to give someone a little bit of a headache. Was this, real quick, was this a helpful drill for anybody? Did anybody go back and do this one? Because I'll do something else like that. I'm going to introduce some more letters, and I'm also going to do a recording for some writing drills. And I will integrate this stuff that we went over today. Yeah, I was not planning on covering this, which is why I didn't write it. I hadn't written it down already. I apologize for the time that we lose doing that. But I kind of answer questions as they come. Pros and cons. Okay, I have to unfortunately, I have to go right now. But I will make up the time. I'm going to record those. I'm going to throw it in our bin for that, and I will email you to let you know it is there. Any last questions before we go? And if you've got questions between now and then, send me an email. But any questions right now?
Thank you. Spas. Spas.
Thank
Ben.
you.
Spas
Spas.
Patosh. Spas Patosh.
First
I'm really
pass.
sorry. I'm checking out like 11 minutes early tonight. I don't actually, in case you can't tell, I actually like being here with y'all. This is fun. So, but I gotta go. Okay, Joanna. Wait, hold on. Does Stephanie have a question? No, she doesn't. Gosh. So it's Spas. Okay, and if you have and again, any questions, please email me, and I will email you when I have this recorded. Gosh. Okay. Well, Hafiz.
But I have
Hafiz.
Hafiz. Or Spas.
Khuda.
Spas.